This looks so weird, me kneeling down like this, because you can see my legs right here. All right, anyway, what's up, y'all? Today I want to talk to you about the supplements I'm going to be taking, as well as supplements I've been taking, just to get a basis of like the nutritional side that I'm actually trying to help with this grip strength development. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. I bought pretty much everything off, I think I bought everything except for this off Amazon, and I just want to do it that way because I don't want to be biased towards trying to sell supplements unless something really works in the future and I try it out and it's a company I like working with. But right now, bought all of this stuff myself. The first thing, I'm going to switch from this to this. This is Amino Energy, and ever since I was on active duty, I just never really liked drinking coffee. So this is a manageable caffeinated substance or powdered substance you can mix into water. It tastes decent, and you can regulate how much caffeine you get. So I think it's like 50 grams of caffeine per scoop, something like that. And so, I mean, amino acids, do they actually work? Don't know, but those are thrown in there. It's really for the caffeine, and it's like basically my morning coffee. So I drink this every morning, and it's pretty good stuff. So, but I'm gonna be switching from this to this. Reason being is because I wanna get extra collagen in my system. It's because I'm putting so much stress on my tendons and my fingers. So I did some research and I looked up a good caffeinated collagen mix. And so I'm spiking some more collagen into my body by adding this into my routine. So this is 125 milligrams of caffeine, a couple cups of coffee, I'm pretty sure. And this will replace my Amino Energy in the morning. So this is what I'm gonna take in the morning. If you wanna take a look at that. Collagen, About Your Collagen. I don't know anything about these brands. I just did a little research and kind of picked like the best picks off of Amazon. So collagen, caffeine in the morning. Then every morning, usually I will drink one of these. I'm pretty lazy when it comes to dieting and getting my protein targets. And as an athlete, you need to be hitting those, especially if you want to make progress in the gym and break through plateaus. So I buy these, which are Premier Protein shakes. They taste delicious. I get them from Costco in bulk, and it's a little more expensive than buying like the powdered version. That's also why I have this muscle milk here, because sometimes I'll run out of these because I drink like 2 to possibly 3 a day just to spike my protein intake. And you know, again, after a workout, even though it's a small step to just mix protein powder into something, sometimes I just don't want to do it, so I'll grab one of these. And so this is my main protein supplement that I take, and it's just something I got from Costco and again, they're pretty pricey, but super convenient and pretty tasty. This is just in case I run out of those. It's just traditional muscle milk. It actually has a lower protein content than the Premier does, but it tastes all right. I don't really like the taste of it, but it's cheap and simple. The pre-workout. I got in the habit of taking pre-workout during my gym sessions, so I actually take pre-workout before every gym session, even if it's rock climbing. Don't know if it's helping because, you know, everyone brags about getting pumped in the gym, and that's kind of the last thing you want to do in the climbing gym is get pumped. But it's just a habit I got into. Huge amount of caffeine in here, and I just got in the routine of doing it, so I continue to do it. So whether I'm working out at home or if I go to the climbing gym, I will take this pre-workout, and it doesn't necessarily mean this pre-workout. I'll take a pre-workout. This is just one that I've been taking for a couple months now, and it works pretty well. It's Woke AF Black. I don't really know what the like reason for the naming is. It's probably just means it has more caffeine in it or something like that. This has an absurd amount of caffeine in it. I think it's like 330 milligrams. I think it's like 300 milligrams. 333, so it's a lot. And I have a high caffeine tolerance just because I've been taking caffeine for so long. But I try to limit my caffeine consumption to like 400 to 500 milligrams per day, which is still a lot to some standards, but it's a lot less than I used to take when I was active duty in the military. So take pre-workout. Doesn't really matter what the pre-workout is. Just experiment, figure out what works for you. This one just tastes good and works for me. So I'm not like married to a pre-workout supplement. Again, that could change in the future, but right now I've bought all of this stuff. Now, lastly, I want to talk about this. I've done a lot of research in collagen supplementation. Could be all placebo, but I want to give myself the best chance to recover as quickly as possible, especially when I'm doing all this damage to my tendons. So I'm extra supplementing collagen. And from the studies and research I've been doing, hydrolyzed collagen with some vitamin C, and this has all types of collagen, pretty much 1, 2, 3, 5, and 10. I don't know where 8 and 7 and all the rest of them are, but this has pretty much all the fundamental ones. And the mix of hydrolyzed collagen and vitamin C has, I guess, been proven in some studies to enhance the effect of absorbing and using that collagen in your body. So I picked one off Amazon that was highly reviewed and had both of those staple ingredients in it, the vitamin C and the hydrolyzed forms of collagen. I'm going to be taking this before I train. So I'm taking these two, my pre-workout and my collagen, before I train. Reason for that is because from the studies I've been looking at, again, there's not a whole lot of research in this, especially just in general when it comes to strengthening your tendons and ligaments and stuff, because it's such a weird thing to do. But from the research I've gathered, the collagen supplementation before your training, like 45 minutes before your training, will yield the best results. I guess because, I mean, that kind of makes sense, but it's kind of anti to muscle training because, you know, they will always talk about the protein window, 30 to 45 minutes after your training for muscle repair. And so, yeah, I will be taking this in my pre-workout before I start training. I think it's just 1 scoop or something like that. But again, just found this on Amazon. You can look at the name of it. It's Terranix, Terranix multi-collagen. I don't know if I'm going to provide a link or anything. I'm trying to do this as streamlined as possible and not add a bunch of additives so I can just be consistent with content creation and this video documentation of seeing how to strengthen my fingers. I will also, so that's supplement breakdown of what I'm going to be taking, and this is all I take ever. Like pretty much I used to only take pre-workout and protein and a little bit of creatine. I stopped the creatine because I wanted to keep my weight a little bit lower for climbing. I will probably in the future do some experimentation to see if, like, you know, the strength gains outplay the amount of weight you gain, because creatine is a great supplement and I used to take that a lot. But after I stopped taking creatine, I lost like 15 pounds. So it was kind of interesting. Anyway, these are it. This is it. For the journey of this next 6 to 8 months, I am going to be taking just these supplements. I might change some and try other collagen supplements and different pre-workout and whatnot, but I'll keep you all informed on that. So, but this is the foundation. And what I am trying to do in conjunction with this, and this is kind of on the fly as well, I have a really high quality, we're just going to say dyno, because I always say it wrong. It's like dynamometer or something like that. So grip strength dyno. This tests your grip strength. Basically, you squeeze it as hard as you can. It shows you a number of where you're at. My goal is to do this as consistently as possible. So I'm going to be doing this probably before my workout, a little bit after I'm warmed up, and then maybe later on in the day, because I'm still getting in the routine of figuring out when the best times to test grip strength consistently is. And I think as long as you stay consistent with when you take it, it doesn't really matter when you do it, because I want to see what type of strength results from consistently testing it. And I also want to see what type of fatigue I get after the training and see how lower my grip strength is, and kind of look at the rebound effect to see if it actually improves over time. I'm still pretty sore in my hands from the first time I used my weird grip strength thing, but I can grip this. Like full gripping is fine. Like I can grip it pretty hard, and I'm being conscious of like not putting too much stress on my tendons, but I can grip it pretty hard. So I'm going to do my best to grip it as hard as I can and get some consistent results. The reason I bring that up is because I still want to do like a weighted 20 millimeter test. I can reference one of my old videos that I did a long time ago to see how much I can pull on 20 mil. But I haven't done any like single hand lifts, which I think is more applicable to climbing rather than a 2-arm hang, because you're a lot more stable. And I've found that I can lift so much more weight when I use 2 hands, which makes sense, but it's just because I'm so much more stable than if you were to hang on a hangboard or lift 20 mil with 1 hand versus 2. My legs are getting shaky because I'm just kneeling on the ground to get this in frame. But anyway, I will test my grip strength. I'm going to be doing a grip strength workout on the weird setup. I haven't found a name for it yet, so if y'all come up with a name, let me know, and I might run with it. I'll take the pre-workout and collagen and wait a little bit, and then I will get into the workout and what I'm doing and try to see how consistent I can make it, because I still don't have a training protocol for that yet. I still want to feel out how my hands are responding to them initially, so I'm not going to like record the weight or rep scheme. I'm just going to do as best I can on the just workout and see how I feel. And I'll probably keep the reps pretty high and the weight pretty low, just because of how my tendons felt the first time I did it. But it's interesting, I just hopped on it this morning for a few minutes just to see how my fingers were feeling. And I'm like, dang, like, I don't know if it's the inflammation. It's still kind of painful. Like, full gripping's fine, but my hands feel stronger already from just one plyometric training day. And yeah, I'll hop into the workout. I'll see how it feels and continue this documenting the progress. And if y'all come up with any cool ideas for testing, besides just seeing how much stronger I can climb on like a moon board, because right now I can climb a few V8s on the moon board. We'll see though. If I can start setting V10 in like a matter of 2-3 months and I feel comfortable on my hands, then there's probably something to this. Or if I go down to V4 and my hands hurt all the time, then at least we learned something. So I'll hop into the workout in a few. Let me take this pre-workout, and then I'm gonna wait a few minutes, probably like 15-20 minutes before I get into the actual workout, because that window is like 45 minutes. But I will see you on the training apparatus.